Welcome to another edition of the Pacers Pride Podcast. I am your host, Cody Emerson. Alongside me, as always, my co-host, Dylan Deanhart.
I'm over here now.
Yeah, he's over here now because we have a special guest joining us today, our good friend, Caleb Houghton.
Not the
is
lovely
with us,
Caleb
and
Houghton?
fellow Pacers fan.
Lovely Caleb Houghton.
I'm not going to call you that like you called Dylan that on the MLB podcast.
Well,
yesterday.
that was supposed to be Gino, but it's fine.
But yeah, thank you for taking time out of your day and joining us and talking Pacers basketball. Always appreciate it. How are you? How have you been?
Pretty good. I'm working on getting Pacers gear because I feel really one-sided right now.
Believe me, this is the only Pacer gear I really have besides my hats. So
I'm not up to date because, as I said, this is Adidas. So
yeah,
I was really upset when they switched over to Nike because I just got this like a couple weeks prior, but oh well, I'm still geared out for the show. But yeah, to say the Pacers have an interesting week would be an understatement, I think, because they started off in Washington on Monday, and Dylan, I know we both predicted a win, but
our predictions were flip-flopped, I feel like, this week.
Did we predict? I know I predicted a win. Did you?
For the Wizards?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I think I did.
Yeah, because we believe we both said without John Wall, it should be fine. But
the Wizards played better with John.
Before the show, but not before the show, before the game, we found out no Darren Collison. He will be out 2 to 3 weeks with, I think he had minor knee surgery.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but it's kind of the best time right now since we haven't played many games. Then you have the All-Star break coming up, so he probably won't miss too much playing time. And then Vic was ill. I'm not sure exactly what he had or anything, but was it the flu?
Yeah.
Well, he overcame that pretty quick.
Yeah.
Good to see, because for those of you who live in Indiana, you know what we're talking about with this flu. Has just been going around drastically throughout the state, but Vic was not able to play, and so we were without 2 of our starters. The Wizards were without John Wall, but Washington was just too much. They won the game 111 to 102. Bojan had himself a game. He had 29 points. So just showing what he can do. He's had a stellar month of February. I think 18, 19, and 29. He had 13 in the win against Boston, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, this was a really good game for the Pacers. Well, I'm not going to say really good. I'll take a 9-point loss without Vic and without Darren. I mean, not much you can really do. Caleb, we'll start with you today since you're our guest. Did you think this was obviously without Darren and without playing without Vic, which the Pacers have not won a game without Victor Oladipo on the court?
Or Darren Collison, I think, right? Because
I don't know.
The first game he's missed, but yeah. Continue.
Well, I mean, we know how bad we are without Vic, so do you take a 9-point loss knowing that you didn't have Darren and knowing that you didn't have Vic? What were your reactions and overall thoughts from this one?
I will definitely take it. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, a 9-point loss without arguably your 2 best guards.
Mm-hmm.
That I'll take that any day of the week. Because like you said, Bojan had 29 points with 2 assists and 4 rebounds. Thaddeus Young had a bit of an off game, it appeared, but I mean, how about Joe Young? Went out there getting 17.
Good to see. As I've been saying on the show, I love Joe Young. He just hasn't, I don't think, been given the opportunity, obviously with Darren and Corey, but now, since the Darren injury, he's getting some meaningful playing time, and he did play well with 17 points. So, another not good game for Miles Turner. Once again in foul trouble. I don't know what the ref's deal is with him. I mean,
especially at home. He's usually only at foul trouble when he's at home, which is odd, but it's usually vice versa. But
he's just had his issues with foul trouble, and so I don't know what the refs have against him, because maybe some of the fouls are worth it, but most of the time I see him going straight up or setting pretty good screen, and they call an illegal screen or something on him that may be something he can work on. But overall, this was, I mean, the Pacers did shoot 46%. The Wizards just shot better at 55% overall.
I think a better outing from Miles Turner would have changed the outcome.
Oh yeah, I think.
So I was expecting him to pick up more of the load with Vic out. Mm-hmm. I wasn't expecting Bojan to do it, but I would have still liked to have seen Miles Turner avoided foul trouble and get a little bit more production off of him. But
yeah,
Sabonis provided it when need be, so he gave him 15 off of the bench.
I mean, even if you get, I want to say, 6 more points from Miles or something, 2 more from Corey, and maybe 5 more from Thad. Just a little bit more production, the Pacers win this game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, overall, as I said, I'll take it.
They're ahead of us in the standings. I mean, it's not like it's
they're
a
only,
bad
what,
team
a
or
game, I believe?
Yeah, they're like a game and a half.
We're only, Pacers, as it stands right now, I believe, are 6th in the East. Only 2 back of the 3 seed Cavs. I think we're a game back of Washington.
We are a game back of Washington.
Half game behind Milwaukee.
Yep.
And so, yeah, the East is just as tight as ever, I think, with the 3 through 9 being separated by like 5 games or something like that.
Yeah, and can I just throw out there that we shot 64% from the foul line?
Yeah, that's a rough.
Yeah, I mean, we got there. We took
25
attempts.
Yeah, we shot it 25 times and only made 16. Mm-hmm. You know, you make like 4 or 5 more of those, and you got yourself a ball game.
Exactly. So there are just times where the Pacers don't. I like the aggressiveness of getting to the foul line, but you have to convert. I mean, no player really shot bad from the free throw line. It was just a collective effort that they missed, I guess, because 6 of 7 for Bojan, 2 of 2 for Miles, 3 of 4 for Corey, 4 of 6 from Lance. I mean, Sabonis did miss 2, and then Al Jefferson and Joe Young missed 1 each. So no player really shot terrible. I mean, but just
it all adds up.
Yeah, it does, obviously, in a close game like this. So I think next time we see the Wizards, hopefully I don't think John will play either.
Is he out? I
think they said 6 weeks or something like that. And I can't remember exactly when we play the Wizards again. I know it's coming up.
March 4th.
March 4th, so maybe he comes back. He might. I found the Wizards. I'm not rushing him back anytime soon, though, because you need him healthy for that playoff run. So the Pacers did end up falling in this game, and 19-11, still an amazing home record because they play well in Banker's Life. No real looking at the box score. I mean, for Washington, Bradley Beal was the really only major factor for them. He had
surprise.
I mean, well, who else is going to do it on that team?
The Polish Hammer.
No, Marcin Gortat. I mean, had 11 and 9, but
10 rebounds. Oh no, it's Markieff Morris. So.
Yeah. So I will give credit to Gortat, and I would guess Morris. I wasn't able to watch this game. I don't think neither of us were able to live tweet it or watch it. But
you know when that was?
What?
Wednesday night. No, that was the Pelicans game. Sorry, this was Monday night.
Yeah. Friday night was the one when Ian did. But I will give credit to them. I mean, they probably were pounding Miles down low, trying, obviously, to get him in foul trouble, and it worked. So hats off to them. And, we got to see our old friend Jan Mahimi.
I was about to say that.
He was 4-4 from the field.
I mean...
More surprising, he's 4 or 5 from free throws.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't that in Indy.
Yeah. He was like a guarantee. Oh, he made one. He's gonna miss the second one.
Basically, what Fat is. Yeah. I mean, kind of. But overall, as we said, we'll probably take this loss. I mean, didn't have Vic.
There's much you can't do.
Yeah, the Pacers are what now? 0-9, 0-8 or whatever without Vic.
0-6.
0-6. I thought he missed more games than that. But obviously, other starters have to step up when Vic isn't out there, and just wasn't the case tonight. Excluding Bojan, hats off to you, Bojan. You played a heck of a game and continue your stellar month of February. So next game, well, I guess you can say not next game, was supposed to be against the Pelicans, and this was a very weird. This is what I was referring to when I said it was a weird week. Basically because the Pacers game got delayed, and if you just saw on your phones or whatever, it said rain delay. And usually when you see rain delay, you think of a baseball game or football game or sport that, played outside. But no, the Smoothie King Center was leaking pretty bad from the roof, I believe.
Yeah.
And it was coming down near the Pacers bench. And so I think they said around like 45 minutes before tip-off. And so they had to clean all that up, and then they were worried about damage to the floor. And they had Miles Turner, who was the captain for the Pacers that night, and Anthony Davis come out and check the court. Not 100%. We were busy watching Ohio State produce, so
yeah.
I was flipping back and forth trying to maybe see what was going on.
I think Anthony Davis just said, I don't feel comfortable playing on this floor. I think that's what
I know the NBA made the official decision to postpone the game. So this was just, as I said, a weird game because it was delayed for,
2 hours?
2 hours at least, I think, before they finally decided to cancel it. I know I was providing updates as I could as I was flipping back and forth. I was hoping I would get to live tweet it, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. Caleb, I know you played basketball in high school. Have you ever been a part of anything this weird as like a rain delay or anything weird like this?
No, but there was one time that we had a snow delay, and it wasn't because it was snowing on the court or anything. It got really bad outside, and instead of just saying that we're delayed due to like traffic or something, no, they said that we're delayed due to snow, and everybody freaked out. Like I had multiple messages saying, "Is it really snowing in the school?"
Yes.
Well, that's just the stupidity of people, but that's fine.
Yeah, but this was just, I said, a weird game because they built a tarp, I believe, above
the leak.
The leak, trying to catch it, and it looked. I don't
Stupid.
even look. It looked really dumb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be quite honest. And then, this game was. I was excited for this game really because I wanted to see Miles Turner go against Anthony Davis. That would be, regardless of your fandom, be a great matchup to watch. And as we said, the NBA, we will let you guys know when the NBA decides to make it up because they have not announced a makeup date.
It'd probably be
yet.
a back-to-back, I would assume.
Yeah, that would probably be
when we're near, either on a road trip or near them. It could be, I think, towards the end of the season after the Sunday game against Charlotte, Sunday, April 8th. They could squeeze it in because their next game is Tuesday at April 10th at home.
I mean, we will see. I don't know a timeline for this at all.
Yeah.
But when we find out, we will let you guys know because Pacers obviously have to play this game. They can't just be left with 81 games, because that could screw us over in the standings, and I would hate to see that. But we will let you know when we know, because one thing I do want to point out really quick is I can't remember. I was scrolling through our Twitter, and someone said, "Will the Pelicans and Pacers play a day-night doubleheader?" And that kind of, I mean, since it was a rain delay and kind of referenced into baseball, I thought it was kind of funny. But I find little things like that funny because that's just who I am, and I'm weird like that. But
it's okay, Cody.
I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'll admit it.
We know. It's okay.
Okay. Can you let me get on the
the
Boston game, please?
Go ahead.
Because this was actually
ahead,
a really
go
good
ahead, sir. No.
You see
do
the
what
love
you got to do.
You see we have the love on the show, Caleb. I mean, it's just... All right, well, now we're going to get to the Boston game. A game the Pacers actually... Played, yeah. Because, playing basketball, that's what you do in the NBA.
Oh, that's what you do.
Yeah, I figured there was something weird about that notion.
I thought it was like a game of like pickup basketball in between the pace mates. That was
how
just
you,
yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, neither of us were able to live tweet it, but we had our good friend Ian from Indiana Sports Coverage live tweet this game for us because I was at work and I have no idea what the heck you were doing.
That's a good question. I don't know what I was doing.
But either way, Ian, if you see this, if you're watching, whatever, thank you for live tweeting it, and we
Man, that was just 2
may.
days ago. What the heck was I doing? I'm still trying to figure out what I was doing Friday night. I have no idea. Maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know.
Who knows? But I'll assume the worst.
We're going to assume that we're not supposed to talk about that.
Yeah.
Probably not. But yeah, Ian, thank you for live tweeting it. We really appreciate it. And to even sweeten the pot, the Pacers got the win. I was at the basketball game. That's where I was at.
So
I went
was
to a movie. That's right. I went to the Post.
Boo.
Oh yeah, this man went out on a movie, or went out to see a movie instead of live tweeting the game for you guys. See
With
where...
a date. Thank you very much.
No. This podcast is first, Dylan.
Dylan.
Come on.
Dylan,
Bros before hoes, man.
your right hand is not a date.
You know, I could put a corsage on it and it'll make it look almost exactly like a date.
All right. Well,
Good enough. Okay.
instead of getting,
Okay.
instead of just
Instead of being
slamming
creepy,
Dylan,
can we just go ahead and not
yeah,
roast me?
we're gonna talk about the game because the Pacers came into Boston and Dylan, we both predicted a loss. Pacers, they proved us wrong because I was at the game.
No, he was
at the game.
Yeah, no, you
I was
were
at
not in
our
Boston.
basketball game, not in Boston. I wish I was at the game, but
That would have been cool.
the Pacers, I remember, got out to a ridiculous lead at halftime. They were up what?
They were up.
They were
it
up
was
by
30-16
21.
after the first.
They were up by 21.
And that's it.
Yeah,
I
up
can't
by
do quick
21 at a half, and I texted you, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, it was 59-38.
Because
Yeah, and they needed every bit of that lead.
yeah, they did because I kept as I was keeping tabs on our basketball game here at Ball State, I was sneakily checking my phone to keep up with the Pacers game too. But Pacers, they crawled out a win against Boston in Boston, Boston's best team in the East. So to get a win against that team
On their court.
just shows how good this team can play if they want to obviously get to the potential that they want. Obviously, the star of the night, who else but our all-star Victor Oladipo, had 35 points, 10 boards, and 5 steals. I want to know where he ranks in the league in steals.
Paul George is first. I know that.
Oh, I know. We don't mention that name on this show anymore.
You know,
That is a cuss word, sir.
But I was just curious because every time I look at the box score for Vic, he looks to have like 2 or 3 steals.
I know he's not in the top 5, I don't think.
Probably maybe top 10, I don't know. But overall, just a really good game for the Pacers. Kyrie held Kyrie to 8 of 18. I mean, I'll take that. Jaylen Brown, 16. Jason Tatum, 15. No real person stepped up. Huge credit to the Pacers defense. They held Boston to 38%. Boston took 89 shots. Oh my God.
We took 83.
We took 83, so I mean...
We also shot 25% from 3 compared to their 25.9.
So both teams were not shooting it well from
Yeah.
3. Vic was only 2 of 8, but I mean, he got his points regardless. I remember seeing highlights of him just putting someone in the spin cycle. I can't remember.
I think it was Jason Tatum.
Was it Jason Tatum? It
I
may
think
have
it might have been him and Baines. I don't know.
been. Who knows? But I think it was Aaron Baines, actually.
Okay.
I think it was a bigger dude. But huge credit also to Miles Turner, who had himself a game, 19 points, 7 boards, and 2 blocks. So continuing to, I believe he's 2nd or 3rd in the league.
He needs to play more games.
Does he?
Yeah, because he's missed more
Last
games.
time I checked, he was
I think
back
he's
in
not
the
eligible
rankings.
yet. I'll check
I'm not
right now.
100% sure. But yeah, Caleb, Pacers, they have a 12-14 away record, so not the greatest in the world. So
It's not terrible.
what? No, it's not. But I mean, I'd like to be maybe 500, but I'll take this for
Oh,
now.
yeah, he is. Sorry. Miles Turner is 2nd.
Yeah,
Jesus.
get your facts right before you come at me
I
like
was just speculating.
that.
And I
But-
also did take a
Also-
look. Victor Oladipo averages 2 steals per game this
He's
year.
5th in the NBA.
Told
Tied
you.
with Jimmy Butler.
Tied with Jimmy. Okay. But, all right, we're going to get to you, Caleb, on your reaction from this game. What can this win, I guess, do for their confidence going forward?
A lot. I mean, when this
No,
can do
no,
quite
I mean,
a bit.
That's the
And
right
this-
answer.
This is huge for the Indiana Pacers. Like, I was also at the basketball game here at Ball State. I was working that game, and I remember checking my phone to get the final score, and I saw 97-91, and I was in the midst of celebrating while my boss was yelling at me because the camera wasn't going anywhere. But I came over and I said, "Hey, the Pacers won." I was celebrating, and he said, "All right, you're off the hook."
Well, there you go then.
Because he's actually a Boston fan. So
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
yeah,
Sorry,
that
Rubs.
very
I'm surprised you didn't get fired.
Yeah.
well. Me too.
But, yeah, just Corey Joseph. I mean, that's about the only bad thing you can say about this game. I mean,
He still
Corey
got
Joseph,
7
he still had
assists.
+6 and was dishing out 7 assists, so did not shoot it well. But
We only had one player in the minus.
then Dylan, he loves his plus
Yeah, it's
minus.
Lance.
So, and of course it's
Oh,
Lance.
Lance.
Lance
So-
is either like in the plus or minus, like way in the plus or minus, or he's negative. I feel like because he's either like if he's in the plus, that means he's going and he's got everything, his shots flowing and everything. But if he's in the minus, he's taking too much, and you can see he's 2 for 7, 0 for 1, 3 fouls, 2 turnovers, but 8 rebounds and 4 assists. So
I mean, when you're getting solid contributions, obviously from Miles, who had 19, Bojan had 13, Thad had 13, and obviously Vic goes off for 35. So you don't. I mean, obviously we love to see Lance get going and stuff like that, but you don't need it.
is Oladipo having a better season than Kyrie Irving? Question mark.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Yes. Bold statement right there.
don't add him
I mean,
or add us. I don't really care.
I mean, if you, I'll gladly debate it with people because it's obviously a fun topic to debate, but I'm all for it.
So
But-
long as you don't say Bojan is a disgrace to basketball, you'll be all for discussion.
Okay, because he's not. Calling someone as a disgrace to the sport is. We won't get into that.
All right,
Because-
can I just throw out there that Thaddeus Young had more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds?
He had 5.
He had 5 O boards and 4 D boards.
No,
he
he
had
had
5
14.
O boards and 9 D boards.
Oh, I read that wrong.
It's
My
all
bad.
good. We all make mistakes. It's okay.
Yeah.
He finished with 14 total.
Still
I was
having yes.
I was about to get into Thad just crashing the boards. Vic had 10. Miles, what are you doing? You're letting
I mean,
Vic
I guess he's getting
out-rebound
it
you.
stolen from him. So
No, I know. I'm not. I'm just giving Miles some. I don't know, but 7 boards and 2 blocks. Just a overall great win for the Pacers and
momentum builder.
momentum builder. Because as we were talking yesterday, we're not gonna get into all the upcoming games, because we'll probably talk about it next Sunday. Maybe, I don't know, the upcoming games after the All-Star break.
Yeah.
So we'll probably dive into those. But Pacers do have a relatively easy schedule coming up in their next, I believe, 5 games, which all should be wins. Hopefully, don't take any team for granted, though. All right, we are going to preview 2 of those games that we were talking about. Starting with today, actually, at 5 p.m., the Pacers will be back in their Hickory uniforms.
I think we're undefeated in the Hickory uniforms.
Are we?
I think. I'll check.
Do they have
if
a
I can
stat
check.
on that?
Well, I mean, I can just look up when they wore the Hickory uniforms.
I mean, true. But they
I know
will be
haven't won that
playing.
many times.
I know we were like 2-8 in the statement uniforms.
Yeah, we wore those last night against or not last night, on Friday.
Yeah,
against
so we're now
Boston.
3-8.
So maybe a trend in the right direction. I don't know, but we're gonna get into this Knicks game, and I think this should be a hopefully walk in the park for the Pacers.
We are
Because
2-1 in Hickory uniforms.
The
2-1.
the key for, obviously, if you've haven't heard yet, Kristaps unfortunately tore his ACL. Hate to see an injury like that to a superstar like Kristaps, but it does help us for this game. Hey, I'm sorry, but at the end of I love Kristaps.
And now we got to worry about Emmanuel Mudiay.
Oh, crap. Oh, no. Emmanuel Mudiay. Watch him go off.
Yeah.
Watch him go off.
Now that you said something, now he will.
Yeah, probably. But...
Also, he's day-to-day.
Well, maybe. I don't know if he still has to pass.
Cantor will not play Sunday.
Bless. So, no Porzingis. No...
Hernan Gomez.
Because they just trade. So, who the heck's going to start at center?
Joe Schmo.
They'll probably pull a
Doug
Joe
McDermott.
Doug McDermott.
I'll look up the ever unreliable depth chart.
Yeah, don't, as we always have said on this show, don't trust the ESPN depth chart.
Oh, Michael Beasley, maybe? No, he's a small
No,
forward.
They're not going to put Michael Beasley at center.
They may not have a choice.
I mean...
Kyle O'Quinn is the only other center on the roster.
Oh, okay. Well, he's going to be next, so probably expect to see lots of small ball, I would think, from the Knicks. Michael Beasley, I hate to say it, would probably be the person to key in on.
Tim Hardaway.
And Tim Hardaway. I mean, Tim Hardaway's had a down season, I personally
He's still
think.
always that.
But he can go off, obviously, at any time. So, but as I said, should be an easy win for the Pacers because no Kristaps, no Enes Kanter. We'll see what Emmanuel Mudiay does. I mean, he can light it up every, 10 games, once every 10 games or something like that. I don't know. TJ Leaf for us is he?
He has a sore calf. And he's
He's listed as day-to-day.
Yeah.
So would like to see maybe the rookie get out there and get some more playing time, but no need to rush him back, obviously. So Dylan win. I'm about to say
a dub.
We better get this dub.
As the young people call
Knicks are
young people call
You're 21.
You young
I am
whippersnappers.
21 with the body of a 40-year-old. I don't care what you say.
Okay. Knicks are 7-22 away from MSG, so that doesn't help them at all. And we're 19-11 at home. Caleb, I'm taking it. You're predicting a win here.
Yes.
Okay. I was about to say you hesitated. So. Yeah.
It's pretty debatable. It's up in the air.
No, it shouldn't be. If you
What are the Knicks on? Yeah, the Knicks are on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game losing streak as of right now.
Well, let's hope it makes it 6 today.
And our next opponent is also on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-game losing streak.
Oh, well, even better. That's a great transition into the game on Wednesday. And this will be the last game the Pacers play before the All-Star break. We get to see our good friends, the New York Nets, or not the New York Nets. Oh
Brooklyn Nets.
I'm thinking of the Mets, and I don't know why I said that. But yeah, the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
So, and who the Pacers will get into the trade deadline just a little bit later, almost. And there were rumors that they were going to make a trade with the Nets, but that never fell through. We'll get into those details a little bit. But the Pacers will play the Nets. It's at Brooklyn, right?
Yes, it's at Brooklyn.
Yep.
Still, we've handled them the past
two matchups.
Two matchups. They beat.
We've beaten them both times.
No, we've beat them 3 times because opening day.
Yeah.
Or opening night. Have they? I think they.
I thought we've only played them once. Another time.
No, we played them 3 times. On December 17th, we won, and then that ridiculous overtime game.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So Pacers going for the sweep of the Nets. I think they get it done. I don't see there's any reason why they can't get it done because just Brooklyn's Brooklyn. Obviously, so
they did take the Pelicans to double overtime. So
I mean, the Pelicans aren't much right now.
Well, they blew a 28-point lead to get it to that point. So
yep, true. So Brooklyn they're 19-38, so not the best over. Oh my. They have one win in their last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
10 games?
9. Yeah. One win in their last 10 games.
All right.
And then they play
Cleveland's
coming up
cherishing
to
that
us.
pick now.
They play the
Clippers.
Is that it?
Maybe.
Yeah, the Clippers on Monday. Don't see them winning against them, so 1-10. So they're not playing good basketball at all right now, and just Pacers need to take advantage of that. If I wasn't working, I may consider going to that game because tickets available from $11.
That's at Brooklyn.
That's at Brooklyn. Yeah, I'm looking at the net. I'm looking at the net schedule.
But you're gonna be spending about $1,000 in airfare.
I'm looking at the net. I didn't realize. I forgot. I was looking at the Nets.
It's okay. We all make
schedule,
mistakes.
Not the Pacers. So anyway.
By the way, fun fact: Brooklyn's 4th in the league in rebounding.
How?
Wonderful.
Who do they have that's getting all the boards?
Good question. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, who hasn't played in like 2 games.
Let me check their stats. Who's their leading? Rondé Hollis-Jefferson is their leading rebounder with 6.5 per game.
I'm not kidding that they're the 4th leading rebounder.
No, I don't doubt it. I mean,
maybe everybody averages around 6.
Yeah, 44 and basically 44.5 rebounds per game. How?
You gotta start somewhere, I guess.
Yes, I mean,
rebounding's one aspect.
Yeah, which I mean, the Pacers have struggled a little bit.
Oh, but but they out-rebounded Boston by a lot.
I mean, because we tend to struggle without Miles, obviously, but I just think people need to help him out with the rebounding. But so.
Well, Vic got it done.
That's such a crazy. They're so bad in every other category. But
hey, they've got one thing to pride themselves on. And that's
I mean, I guess
4th best rebounding team.
Yeah. I mean, then teams would come back with, but you're 19-38,
and they're also 26th in points allowed.
So that will help the Pacers, hopefully. So we're all in agreement in a win. I hope
2-0 this week.
Yeah, 2-0. As the Pacers
3-0 coming into the break.
Yeah. So hopefully the Pacers can get into the All-Star break with a 3-game win streak and move up in these standings, hopefully, and maybe get some luck for some other teams. But we just got to keep winning. So, and I think we'll do that. Speaking of the All-Star break, Pacers will be well represented throughout the All-Star weekend. You have Sabonis playing in the Rising Stars game for Team World. So I think that'll be a good game to watch. When is the
Saturday?
Is it Saturday?
No, Rising Stars is Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Then the contests are Saturday.
Crap, I may not be able to watch the Rising Stars game and watch Sabonis ball out. Darn. Sabonis will be dropping 50 in that game. I'm calling it right now.
I'm not going to say that. Maybe 20.
I'm kidding. As much as I would love to see Sabonis just absolutely go crazy in that game. I don't even know the rosters. So I don't even know if he'll start or anything. But it's good to see him in that game. Then obviously you have Vic in the dunk contest with... I think that's going to be... I think it could be right up there with Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. Yes, yeah. I wanted to say Eric, but no, he plays for Houston. He'll be in the 3-point contest. But quickly, since Vic's in this game, I'm just playing straight homer and saying that Vic's going to win. Obviously, there's guys like Donovan Mitchell.
He's my favorite.
Who all is in dunk? Larry Nance,
Donovan Mitchell, Dennis Smith Jr.,
and Dennis Smith Jr.
Okay.
So this dunk contest is going to be just ridiculous. I hope Vic wins it. I mean, I'm gonna pick him just because it's for fun. But obviously, you have just a loaded field. Dylan, I know you like Donovan Mitchell.
I like Victor Oladipo. I like Donovan Mitchell's dunking more.
Yeah.
He's just fun to watch. I think the last night, did you see him
I don't think I did.
They were coming down the court, and they passed it behind him. He just sprinted. I think it was near the free throw line. He just nasty tomahawk slam, and the entire defense just went whoop.
Well, because no one was going to put on a poster by that man. I mean, so obviously you have people in this dunk contest who's loaded. Caleb, who would you pick as your dunk contest champ? Are you going to stick with Vic? the hometown kid, or so go right ahead. As he's thinking,
This is a hard choice. Donovan Mitchell is.
my water bottle does it. I'm pretty sure it's possessed or something. I don't know.
Well,
It's the little things that are possessed.
Yeah, it's the little things that amuse us in life. All right, now back to who you think will win the dunk contest.
difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Because, as you said, he's a prolific dunker.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell can do just about anything.
Dude's got hops.
He does.
I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but in the college dunk contest when Victor was a senior, I think he was in that. And wasn't he in an NBA one before?
He was in the one, I believe,
With the Magic.
his rookie year.
Yeah,
I
I don't
want to
think he
say
did
with
well.
Orlando.
Yeah, because he came out singing New York.
Oh
New
yeah,
York.
yeah, I remember
Wow.
that one. So Vic. He has experience in it.
He definitely wins the experience factor, but I think in the end, Donovan Mitchell's just way too fun.
No, there's no.
Now my dark horse is
Are
Larry
you-
Nance.
Oh,
Your
definitely.
computer okay over there? Bud?
Yeah.
Just the
You actually have a
the
disk
good old
drive.
CD
I am
player.
messing with the disk drive, everybody.
Hey, don't mock a disk drive. I really want one on my laptop, but they're so expensive now. Because if you get a DVD, you have to go put it somewhere. Sorry, Pacers talk.
No,
Pacers Pride,
as
not
I told
disk
him,
drive.
we're probably gonna get off topic because we just ramble about just random stuff.
Yeah.
But I would love to see Vic win it, and I'm just picking him just for the hell of it because it's Vic. I would love to see him back to back. Say what you want about last year's dunk contest.
It wasn't
yes,
the greatest,
it was not
but
good. But we got a Pacer that won it in GR. So would love to see that trophy stay in Indy. And Vic, I'm rooting for you, even though.
Well, I'm
these
rooting
two
for him too.
I'm definitely rooting for him.
I just think that Donovan Mitchell's got the better dunk experience or dunking prowess. I should say.
No, you're not wrong on that, but
Dunking Arsenal.
Yeah.
it's definitely going to be fun to watch. I may put out a poll to see
Who do you think is gonna win?
who do you think's going to win. I don't know if they'll,
I could see
be
Larry Nance
biased
winning.
and
I
say
could see
Vic.
him winning too.
but either way, going to be a really fun dunk contest to watch. And then, real quick, predictions for Victor in the All-Star game. What do you think Vic gets? Obviously,
He's not starting, is he?
with all these injuries,
True.
speaking of which,
I'm
real
pretty
quick,
sure the guards are going
please,
to be.
for the love of God, Vic, stay healthy in these next two games, because Team
Hashtag
LeBron
Team
has
LeBron
just
curse.
been just riddled with injuries. So protect Oladipo, please, in these last two games before the All-Star break, because that would just kill me for this season.
Yeah.
So Kyrie Irving's one of the guards.
Yeah, our Irving and Westbrook will probably be the starters, but
Yeah.
So Vic would probably come off the bench. Obviously,
Yeah, so I'm gonna
but
say 10 points.
10 points.
I'm gonna say 10 points. 5 boards, 2 assists. If I'm right, I'm gonna be going
I'll-
to Vegas more often. Than
I may
actually
start
do.
to put out a couple of polls about it because as the All-Star game comes up, I would like to see what our fans think too. You know what? I think he gets. I don't want to say 20 because I don't think he'll get that much. I'll say 15-ish.
You just gotta one up me, don't you?
What did you say? I don't.
10.
Oh,
How'd you forget that already? I said it like 2 seconds ago. I said 10 points, 5 boards, 2 assists.
and in one ear, out the other. You know?
well, yeah, that's.
Or then again, with those headphones on, I'll probably just.
Yeah, just.
Well, you could hear me. You can hear me. I can tell you that.
What? Just getting the stare of death. Caleb, what do you think? Predictions for Vic in the All-Star game.
Well,
I mean,
you stole mine. I was gonna say 15 too, but it's okay.
We're just gonna go up in 5-point increments. from
might
each
as
other.
well. I mean, Vic's gonna drop 80.
I think
100.
I think Vic is gonna be the go-to off the bench, so I think he's gonna get a lot more minutes than people might think. So, I'll go 20. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and stick with the 5 increment. I'll go with 20. I think you'll get 7 boards and 3 assists.
Okay, so 2 up for me and 1 up for me. All right.
We're all just
if
one
I'm
up.
right, I'm gonna just start buying lottery tickets out the wazoo.
No, but I mean, better yet, you might as well just go to Vegas and just
Yeah.
start.
I mean,
throwing money.
I could make a bold prediction and say he's going All-Star Game MVP, but with those numbers, he won't.
No, he won't. It's gonna be like Kyrie, I imagine.
If
Or
LeBron.
Or KD. Or Steph.
Who knows?
Wow, I forgot KD's on Team LeBron. Oh, God.
Who knows?
Steph didn't pick KD.
He definitely... Well, no, I mean, the only way that was possible is if LeBron had the first pick and he chose KD, which I would assume.
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, because we don't know who. I mean,
Yeah, they said next year they want to televise it.
it better be televised.
No, but they didn't want to release it this year because they didn't want to hurt people's feelings.
Mm.
It's the NBA. Grow up.
Exactly.
No boys allowed.
No. That's what the NBA means now.
No boys allowed.
Yep. All right. We're gonna close out the show talking about the trade deadline. And
I mean the Cavs fire sale?
Yeah. No. We could talk about the Cavs fire sale for probably about an hour. The Cavs, they just unloaded 6 players, I believe.
Got 6 new ones.
And so it's gonna be really interesting. I believe their first game is today against Boston. So
yeah,
it's like have fun with this new look roster trying to build chemistry.
What was it like? My favorite tweets like, all right, after everybody comes in, the next practice is like, all right, Ty Lue, everybody stand up, say your name, Major, and everyone.
Jeez. But for those of you who were sleeping under a rock during the trade deadline, the Cavs traded away Isaiah. They traded away
Jay Crowder.
Wade, Jay Crowder.
Iman Shumpert.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade.
D. Wade, Iman Shumpert.
Did they end up getting rid of Channing Frye?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Channing Frye was one of them too.
Shumpert, Crowder.
Channing Frye.
No, I said Frye, Wade, IT, Shumpert, Crowder, and there's one more.
I can't remember who they trade. But anyway, he's probably not important if I can't remember.
Yeah.
But they just unloaded their team. Obviously, I think there was a win for the Cavs. I mean, we're not a Cavaliers podcast by any means necessary, but I mean, this is important.
We beat them in the season series. Is all that matters.
Yeah, thank God we've already got our season series out of the way with them. But so I think I don't know what to say about the Cavs. I just don't, because if the playoffs started today, we would be facing the Cavs, and you know what? I'd put my money on us. I'm just bold predictions. I think we could take the Cavs.
Yeah, and look, all right, I will keep saying this until the day I die. I think they strictly
Derrick
got...
Rose. I forgot that.
Yeah,
D.
Rose, who got waived by Utah.
I will always think that the Cleveland got George Hill to try and beat us. I will forever think that. They'll be like, we lost 3 out of 4 to them. Come on, George.
As I told you last night, the roster from when George Hill was on the team is completely different. Even a new coach. So, the team is I don't think George Hill. Are you having fun over there, Dylan?
It's not working. Like
the thing this man does to entertain himself.
It's like a cat with a ball of string. I swear.
But yeah, I think they just got George Hill because he's all right defensively, and Pacers fans know. If you've been a Pacers fan for a while, he can shoot the 3 pretty well. So, but as far as knowing what the Pacers can do, the roster is completely different. There's a new coach.
Right, but I don't.
We even have a new GM
Yeah.
and new everything, basically.
Not really. Pritchard's been there since George Hill.
He's in a new role, I guess.
Oh.
Sorry.
Didn't know that changed.
George Hill comes like, but he was in a new role. I'm sorry, I don't know this team.
But the roster is different. Is basically what
okay.
I'm
Well, yeah, but I don't know if you heard me or not. Obviously, probably not with your headphones on. But I strictly said I don't care what anyone thinks, and that I do believe that.
Well, I mean, opinions were made to be wrong.
Oh, jeez.
So,
which is exactly why you're here.
Oh shit!
I don't have to welcome you back on the show. I don't have to welcome you back. But obviously,
2 men enter, 1 man in. The battle for the guest spot next on the Pacers Pride podcast. Yeah.
But Pacers.
I'll be the ringside girl.
We're gonna get back to the Pacers because screw the Cavs and what the roster is like. Pacers did not make a move. Most of you thought they should. I mean,
No.
I think Dylan, you put
Yeah, I
out
put
that
a poll
poll. I believe it feels like 85%. I'm
near
not
that.
100% sure. It was in the 80s, I think.
You're not 100% sure of the percent.
I didn't even mean to make that pun. So, but anyway, the Pacers did not make a move. I think for the right reasons.
Yes.
The rumors out there were going around. We were maybe trying to acquire our first-round pick and not an expiring contract, but
A hefty contract that no one else wants to take on.
And we were exploring the idea of moving Big Al. So, but no trade fell through, thankfully, in my opinion, that the Pacers didn't make a move. I think Pacers team is right where they need to be. Don't want to mess up this chemistry at all.
Yep.
Maybe, if anything, they were trying to explore a power forward. I don't know.
And like one person said on Twitter, we even have pretty much a free agent signing coming in anyway after the All-Star break with GR. So once GR comes back, it's like gaining a new player anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I'm just happy the Pacers didn't make a move. Your guys' thoughts on the Pacers? Dylan, we'll start with, I guess. I have to do this now. I'm not used to doing this because it's usually just me and Dylan.
My bad.
Way to throw us off, Caleb.
Wow. Way to go, Caleb. As he just hides his face. But are you in agreement with the Pacers? Are you happy with what they just did as staying pat at the deadline?
Yes.
Yes. Not going to give.
I'm happy.
Not going to give any more
there was nothing,
detailed thought.
If you keep interrupting me, maybe I won't. No, I was all right with the notion of maybe getting Tamari Carroll because it just adds more depth in the power forward. Because assuming we didn't get rid of Thad Young, it would give TJ Leaf some time to just, spend some time in the G League or get his game going. And Tamari Carroll could somehow fill that 4, maybe 3 spot if Bojan's having a struggle or something. But I wouldn't mind that proposition, but I'm also fine with staying pat because this team's going well right now, and I don't see really any need to change anything going forward. So,
I agree completely, as I obviously alluded to earlier. But Caleb, thoughts on the deadline and if they made the right move by not making a move? But I don't know.
You really needed to throw in the crash symbol in there, didn't you?
Yep, I did. I did.
Anyway, it was the right move not to do anything. It was the right move to not make a move. And
way to steal my words.
Well, I mean, I was quoting you. I was quoting. No,
you have to cite me as a source.
MLA or
I'm about to say, do you want APA?
What the
MLA,
hell
or
are we talking about right now? Just talk Pacers.
Says the one with the Colts hat.
Oh,
backwards.
Oh, no, but you can still see the Colts.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Because you guys are not worthy of me breaking it out.
We're talking Pacers. Go.
No, but as I was saying, we did make the right move. And, as you said, Damari Carroll would have added a little bit of depth in a power forward position. But I'm also good with staying where we're at because coming into the season, we were projected to be one of the worst teams in the league. So, I will take this.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. No, we've brought it up on the show plenty of times. We didn't even, our first episode and first 2 episodes or 3 episodes or something like that, we're just thinking, we'll see what pick the Pacers get in the lottery this year. And hopefully maybe a top 5 pick or something like that. And they have proved us wrong this season, and that's why I think team chemistry is just right there. I'm just doing hand motions now because I can't even explain it.
Shadow puppet at time.
But yeah, I completely agree with not making a move. It's especially with you said getting GR back. It's basically like trading for a player with not giving anything up or adding a free agent or something like that. So yeah, more on the GR news. If you've been keeping up, he will not be back until after the All-Star break. Obviously, he's still rehabbing.
They're taking it slow.
Yeah,
as they should, because I think we're fine right now. So
he'll be another key component off the bench come playoff time.
I think when
he'll be starting at that point, I would imagine. I don't think
over
Bojan.
Maybe
in the playoffs. I think it just
It'll
adds
be
more.
interesting to
I
see.
think it depends on when he gets
It gives
back
the
and
bench
how
a
long
lot
he
more
gets.
power too.
I think when he comes back, we're gonna slowly give him minutes, obviously, to fit in. I think with the bench. I don't think we're gonna immediately move Bojan to the bench. But we can save that for
Playoff time.
when GR officially gets back, and obviously McMillan will probably give quotes or a press conference on something on how he's gonna use him, obviously, and when he does, and we'll find out, we will let you guys know. But that's all the time we have for today's show. Thank you again to Caleb for, in all seriousness, taking time out of your day to join us. We really appreciate having guests on the show. We'll try and do it a bit more often. I mean, we've had some guests with Grant, Ian, and now Caleb, and get some other people's thoughts on the Pacers, as they are lifelong Pacers fans, and obviously like to get other people's thoughts and new faces in here, so you don't have to deal with Dylan and I just blabbering on and on for an hour.
Trust me, it's not fun.
No, I mean, they still listen, so I mean, we're happy for them.
Only because we force them to.
I mean, we don't force them to. They can just go to YouTube. And on that note, that's where we're gonna end the show. For Dylan Deanhart, for Caleb Hoden, I'm Cody Emerson. Have a great week, and go Pacers.